Tired of the everyday grind? Ever dream of a life of romantic adventure?
If you're coming through here fast, you end up apex and then out to that ripple strip.
Well, maybe you would, but you shouldn't have done that because there was another car going to be in that spot.
Yeah. See, Honky.
But it's not like I wasn't going to make the corner.
No. Using me as a
But
fucking
you're not-
board, you would
you're
have
not-
got round fine.
And you're not on any sort of a racing line.
What are you talking about?
That's a racing line.
Are you saying I was not going to make that last corner?
No,
I hit. And look, go to my gear. You're in third gear still. You haven't even snicked it to second. Where do you snick to second?
I don't.
Where's
I carry
braking?
enough speed. I carry enough speed through there that I keep it in third. But look
See,
at
second.
the trajectory of your car. It's slide, correct,
Straight.
turn
Yeah.
left,
And
turn right, turn left.
Snick to second, and then
Where am I meant to go? Left, right, left.
That pedal in the middle of the other two.
Yeah.
On the last corner of the last lap? Not likely.
Well,
That move would have required some scuba gear, I reckon.
Well, the thing is, I didn't expect him to make it back into that apex.
And that's the sort of thing that separates us from the animals. He's just
It's
getting
like-
I was on the apex. In fact, my
Yeah.
tires I think hit the fucking ripple strip.
That's exactly where I was apexing.
Yeah, and it's where I would have apexed too, but I wouldn't
I
have
was in
been
your way.
sliding, going correction, right, left.
Snick to second.
There's no way you were ever going to hit that same apex in a green car that's pointed the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like
What do you mean? I was going to hug the apex and get good drive off the corner. Yeah.
You've pushed it in there in the braking zone. He has lights on the back of his car. He's on a predictable line.
You watch from my perspective. This is not what you call predictable line, because he's missed the apex, got it in a slide, corrects it, and then swings it back in. It's like,
What's
Well, you
can
what's he
just
going
go
to
to
do?
the-
Just like hand it to you?
no, I don't expect him to hand it to me. I am saying that I was on a tight line and I was going to make the corner, and we've come together.
You're never going to fit through that gap. That's what I
Yeah.
don't
But the
understand.
thing
There's
is,
never
I
a
did-
gap for you to fit through.
You had no overlap.
Short of me,
Short of
hitting the
you being
outside of the
offline,
circuit and
correcting,
steering off
I
without
don't know that
actually
you're going to make
making the
that corner. So I'm going to aim for the corner.
Looks to me like I'm making that corner right there.
You're in a slide, you're correcting. At this point, I'm aiming for the corner. I don't know if you're going to make it.
When
You
you
go-
say you don't know, what you're saying is you're hoping he's not going to make it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the last
Well-
corner of the last lap.
And
What do you expect me to do? Go, oh, no, I don't think that I can even get close to that, so I'm not going to even try.
go replay every one of my corners there. I reckon my car's in a slide nearly every fucking time.
You're driving more
Oh,
like
that's the
me
one
than I
where you
do.
end up off the track.
Maju, I don't know how you're going to edit this down to a minute, mate. There's just too much fighting.
2 laps
Look,
previous, is it?
Apex,
Yeah.
out to the ripple strip, and turn in.
Slide.
And you get a bit of slide, and you
correct.
don't make the corner.
That still looks like the line you're attempting in the last corner.
And I
Just-
tell you what, even if
Yeah,
I had
but
been on that trajectory,
On the
you
last
would still not
lap,
have
when he's
made
got
your
that
corner.
this first bit wrong, and then he's still correcting at this point, yet when he gets this right and he still doesn't make the apex, why wouldn't I try and get to the apex? Because if he's got the
because
first
you
bit
caused
wrong,
an accident. That's why you wouldn't, because you caused an accident.
But
we
you
understand why you tried. We're just
Yeah.
saying that, like,
You shouldn't have.
oh, it was ambitious. I'm not denying that. But I'm also justifying why I tried. Because there's every chance that he wouldn't have made that second apex.
There was every chance I was never going to not make that apex. The fact that you were closing so much speed on me was that I was actually had a grip in reserve.
Hold on. Let's go back to that first apex. Where's that grip in reserve?
Well, I've scrubbed the speed off there. I've scrubbed my speed off. That's the difference,
grip.
right? I wasn't carrying as much speed in that next corner. I granted, but that means I actually had grip in reserve.
So, and that means that you're going slow into that corner, so why aren't I going to try and stick it up in the middle?
Because there's no room for you there.
can we see your speed
That's moving under braking.
So that's 100 k's an hour before the ripple strip, with like super tight line.
Yeah, and hard on the brakes to make the tight line. So you look at how fast I'm slowing down.
Yeah, but look a lap behind if you're normal line, and you're on the other side of the track. You're probably doing 110 k's an hour. So
See, I think what Honky's saying is you really need to drive a little bit more paying attention in the
Honky.
mirrors if it's the last corner
Yeah.
and Honky's there.
As
But
opposed
only
to
under
the
that
lecture,
circumstance.
as opposed to the
17,
lecture
that's-
I got.
No,
while
that
looking-
wasn't a
on the
good
other side of
corner.
the track.
No, I get slowed down with this one, I think.
Gee, look, my line there looks remarkably like the last lap.
I bumped Goose across the line.
Yeah, thanks, Buff. Otherwise, I would have got a DNF, would I?
I can't believe that you didn't put more fuel in.
I clicked one more litre.
You
which-
couldn't have, because you
Oh.
run out at exactly the same spot.
Yeah, well, I must have just had my right foot into it even more.
Not enough to use a full
It
litre.
was all the rejoining I had to do from being bumped from behind.
Yeah, right. So at most, you would have got to about there before you ran out of fuel.
You were running out of fuel. I thought you lifted. So
He's already out of fuel.
shit.
See, there's another thing, Honk. If you had have been patient, you may well have got me before the line if I had have conked out and just
I
ended up
would have.
linked the last couple hundred metres.
But how am I to know that you're going to run out of fuel when you've done it the race before?
Oh, well.
Most people would put more fuel in.
I need the second bump too because it's slightly uphill.
Good race, people. Good race, Goose.
Yeah, thanks, Honks. Thanks for the your lessons in driver behaviour.
Hey, I'm happy to do some coaching with you if you want it.
Next week, sportsmanship.
Yeah.